Welcome to At Home with Amy Jean. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're familiar with my channel, stick around because today I'm going to tackle a room that I've not shown on YouTube yet. We're going to target some areas of the house that have been neglected, but I am going to start by making my bed. I can't seem to get into an unmade bed at night without getting annoyed that the sheets and blankets don't line up. Also, my front door has a window on it that looks straight into my bedroom. So I don't open that shade if my bed isn't made, since the front door looks right there. So if I want that natural light in my entryway, the bed has got to be made. That, and it seems to set the tone for me. It gets at least one thing accomplished in the day. The girls are working on their school while I got some of these tasks checked off my list, so they will be in and out of this video. Tristan in the light pink, she's in kindergarten, while Lennon in the maroon hoodie is in first grade. They're doing so well. They are wearing headphones in this video because we use an online curriculum, so they get to watch a class that's been recorded and participate with kids their age. I'm so proud of them because they really are doing a good job and learning so much. For some reason, I always forget to dust my bedroom, and it's super obvious because of how gross it is in here. I'm pretty embarrassed that I've walked by this dresser so many times and let it get this bad. Do you have any spots in your house that you neglect or procrastinate on? I sure do. Why don't you grab a rag, get on up, and get on it. Find a place that needs to be dusted and clean with me. This mirror is also right outside my bedroom, and it is so gross. I don't know if one of the kids was like licking it or what, but it got pretty nasty. So it was time to acknowledge it and get it clean. Same thing with the fridge. The fridge is kind of gross too. So I feel like I'm always battling the fridge with the stainless steel, but just needs a quick wipe down and then it's good as new. Oh man, these windows were so bad. It's not as obvious on the gray days when we have cloudy weather, but when the sun is shining, it looks really, really bad. Some areas didn't clean easily, so I did have to use a cleaning paste to scrub it off. But by the time I'm done, it is sparkly clean and a clear view out to the beautiful woods and the wetlands out back. On another note, I am working on cleaning up the deck. It has been a neglected mess, but I am getting there. Stay tuned for a cleaning video out back. Okay, here we are, the front room. Dun, dun, dun. It's quite the mess in here. The girls played that they were having a sleepover, so I suppose that means that they needed to move their entire bedroom in here in order to play that game. And then over in this corner, Lennon's craft box exploded. I'm gonna simplify that box in a bit so that it's not so chaotic and that she can easily see what she has, and it'll be easier to clean up after herself. Now this house is about 1,600 square feet, so it's not super big for a family of 5, but also not tiny. And we love it. We love this house. This room in particular is multifunctional. It's our homeschool room as well as Scotty's gaming room. This is where he plays his video games as well as some intricate board games. I do prefer to keep this room a bit more tidy because, like my bedroom, the window in here looks straight out to the street. So in the evening, it is super easy to see into this room from out there. And I have neglected it for a while. The kids have been wanting to do their schoolwork at the kitchen island lately, so it got a bit out of hand up here since we weren't spending that much time. Well, since I wasn't spending that much time in here. But on this day in particular, Scotty planned on having a couple guys over to play a board game tonight. So that ended up being the kick in the pants that I needed to get this place in order. In my last video, I cleaned out the garage and I talked about Scotty's woodworking hobby. These little white desks are his handiwork. Aren't they so cute? These were in a photo that I found on Pinterest, and I asked if he could make them for the girls, and he made them perfectly. I love that they have the storage space to hide away some of their things, and they are the perfect size for our precious little girls. This photo on the end of Scotty's video game table is of him as a teenager out golfing with his grandfather. Those two had such a sweet relationship. They loved a lot of the same things and always enjoyed spending time together. Ray ended up passing away when I was pregnant with our second daughter, and we decided to combine his name with my mom's middle name. So her name is Tristan Rayanne. It's a sweet way to remember Grandpa Ray. And this frame that we had that photo in was falling apart. So I just really quick switched it to another frame I had in the closet, and it turned out perfect. You may notice that this window looks like it's been written on. That is a great place for the girls to practice their spelling lists. They're never allowed to write on the walls or draw on the walls or anything like that. So this makes it super fun and exciting for them to be able to write on the window and practice their spelling words. As we've replaced TVs in our house, this is where the old ones have gone to die. We've tried giving them to friends or offering them to people that might want them or use them, and nobody wants them. So I'm finally getting around to getting them out of my house. So that's what I'm doing now, and then getting some Lego sets organized just a little bit so they're not just hanging out on the floor. Vacuuming is not my favorite thing to do, but you can't deny that it is pretty satisfying to see those vacuum lines and see how much it's actually picking up and how nice the floor looks, and the whole space actually looks better once it's been vacuumed. Especially with all the dog hair that accumulates on the floor. We have a big black Bernese mountain dog named Mister, and it just is dog hair everywhere all the time. Here we are, the beautiful before and after shots. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for tagging along with me, and I hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll catch you in the next one.